Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's the time of year when so many of us make a resolution to drop a few pounds. But our next guest would rather you consider your weight health. Here to share the crucial role hormones play and what you can do to help them function optimally, we welcome back the author of Your Best Shot, weight health expert, Ashley Koff. Good to have you with us again.
Thanks for having me
welcome
again.
Back.
Yes.
So what is weight health, first of all? What do you mean by it?
Yeah, so I was a kid, and I think like so many of us that were caught in the weight and the weight loss space.
Yeah.
And weight health is where we understand that our weight, and in particular not the total number, but our muscle, our fat, our bone, even the water and where it is in our body, is one key performance indicator of our health. So it's not like your weight is about your value in life, or that it just matters as its thing over here. It's one indicator, just like the indicator if I was looking at your thyroid function, or if I was looking at how you sleep or other things.
Okay, and then what hormones impact?
So this is really important.
Weight health.
We've heard about GLP-1, and we
Right.
think that GLP-1 is this medication, and in 2004 I learned that GLP-1 is actually one of about 7 weight health hormones we make in our bodies. So I call them weight health hormones because they actually regulate bone, muscle, fat, hydration, appetite, inflammation, blood flow. I mean, I'm going on, right? So these impact
really?
all
Because
of that.
I thought it was all just about medication, and that it turns off, as we've been hearing, the food noise.
No, so the medication is actually a hormone replacement therapy.
Okay.
So if you think of, if I had low thyroid, I might use nutrition, I might use
Right.
lifestyle, I might also take a thyroid hormone.
Right.
That's what these are. Now, estrogen, testosterone, insulin, these are bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. When we look at a GLP-1 agonist, it's called biosimilar. Its dissimilarity is it stays on for a really long time. So that has pros and considerations, things like we have to optimize digestion and hydration and things, but all of us need to be doing that, whether we're on a shot or not.
You brought some items here. Tell me what they're for and how you would like people to use them.
Yeah, so we want to actually, instead of losing weight and eating less to lose weight, we want to actually optimally resource our body. So we want to get in fiber. I use these, I love it, I sprinkle it on things. We want our food to be delicious. And so things like whether...
So you just pointed to what?
Over here, I've got my Zen basil. So it's like a chia seed, just great on that part.
Okay.
And the Perfect Bars and also the Meva nutrition shakes, what I really want us to do is stop thinking about protein as this one thing.
Right.
I want you to get it in deliciously, but in combination with a variety of nutrients in there. And these nutrition shakes actually have some gut supporting nutrients. And then I get asked all the time, Ashley, what about supplements for digestion?
Right.
So you could absolutely use a quality fiber source. I also use glutamine, that's this one here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the type of probiotic really matters. So the probiotic over there that's called glucose control, that actually has Akkermansia muciniphila in there. It's a big name.
Easy for
big
you
name,
to say.
Big name. But what you want to know about Akkermansia is it's actually repairing your gut lining. And that's going to be really helpful, just like the type of creatine that you choose is going to be helpful too.
Okay, and then what was this one?
Magnesium. Yeah.
I hear this a lot recently.
Yes, magnesium turns off, it relaxes our muscles. So whether you need the muscles to relax so you can go to sleep, or whether you need your bowels to relax so that you can poop, or whether you've got a lot of stress going on and you need to relax your muscles so that your stress can come down, it's going to be really important for us to get in enough magnesium. The key is consistency, doing it again and again on that part.
Okay, how can you tell when your hormones are out of balance? Like, how would you know?
I love that question. So for anyone who feels like they're battling their weight health, I actually created a free assessment. It's over on my website. You can answer questions about your lived experience. It's also included in my book. You can also answer, you can look at labs, but I have you do things like look at your poop, smell yourself.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No.
Totally.
Okay.
I want to know like how, if we notice changes in body odor. I also want us to assess our breathing and our sleep. And then finally, I do want to assess that weight composition. So no matter what your size is today, if the body is putting on fat or putting fat where it doesn't belong, as an example in the liver, that's a key indication that the body isn't using resources the way that it's meant to.
Okay.
Or if you're not able to build muscle or you're losing bone, that's going to be really important. So we kind of lean into all of those things. And I
Sure.
wanted everybody to have one way to be able to do it themselves. So I put it in the book, I put it online, and then from there, that's going to give you specific information about how to optimize your nutrition, and then also how to look at some of the lifestyle choices.
You talk about infobesity, because there's a lot of information out there
Right.
about being overweight.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
It's
and
overwhelming.
It
really.
is overwhelming, and oftentimes when we take in more information in our brain, in particular information that actually doesn't tell us anything about our body or
Yeah.
ourselves, it actually can be more problematic. I don't know about you, but sometimes I wake up or I see all of this and I'm like, well, what am I
Yeah.
supposed to do,
Right.
So I actually want us to break up with information and actually get insights about our body. So I give you easy things to do. One of them is to bite into an apple. On a scale of 1 to 10, if it's not sweet enough, then that tells me your sweet taste buds aren't working well enough.
Oh.
I might have you drink 8 to 10 ounces of water, and if you have to pee before 2 hours is up, it tells me you're not absorbing water enough. If you eat your food, like one of the reasons I choose the Perfect Bar is that when I eat that, it scores a 7 or greater almost all the time for me on deliciousness, and so then I know that I'm going to be satisfied. So there are ways that we do this instead of just going and getting all these blood tests done that tell us
Right.
just a little bit of information, but not everything.
You were chatting with our comedian,
I
Dylan
was.
Carlino, who
Yeah.
has a food issue. He
Yeah.
talks about being a food addict.
Yeah.
Do you have clients like that all the time, too?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. My team, both here in Oregon and around the country at the Better Nutrition Program, we do that. And one of the things I'm loving about the weight health movement and optimizing our weight health hormones is when our brain gets what it needs to be satisfied, it calms down. And a lot of times food addiction is driven by, and I know I experienced this, trying everything because we feel like a failure, because we
Right.
feel like we can't do this. And the key thing, and I told him this, is number one, he has to focus on his digestion, and number two, because he does these late events,
Yeah,
he's like
that
some of our shift
lifestyle.
workers.
Yeah.
That can be really difficult. So just like my pro athletes, when they finish a game, so if the Blazers playing the Lakers this weekend, I'm going to the game, they finish at 10 o'clock at night, I'm going to be tired, but they're going and getting on a plane, right? The
Right.
Lakers are to go home. So they have to really focus on recovery very intensely. And it might be that that's actually where they do liquid nutrition. Most of my athlete clients do liquid nutrition right after
the
their
game.
performance.
Oh,
And I've been
wow.
working with comedians for 2 decades now. We always are using nutrition after they come up from a performance standpoint to help the body recover.
Yeah, that's fascinating. By the way, your book just reached the bestseller list.
Bestseller, yes, at USA.
Congratulations.
So thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to you. And what it really says to me is I think we're all ready to break up with weight loss.
Yeah.
We're just tired of it.
Right.
As Oprah says, I've had enough.
Right.
If you've had enough, it's time to take your best shot.
Absolutely. And you always say, too, better not perfect.
Better
That's
not
what-
perfect.
That's what we're working
yes,
on.
yes. Our
Okay.
bodies actually don't recognize perfect, so they recognize better choices.
There you go.
Yes.
Ashley, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Again, the book is titled Your Best Shot. Ashley Koff.